Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. This is Chantel in the Durham office. Is Mr. James I'm speaking with?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you calling regarding your billing today, sir?
Yes, ma'am. I received a letter from my doctor in the mail saying that that basically I don't have insurance. Okay, and I switched over and got one of these, Affordable Health Care Act insurances in December, and they were automatically withdrawing it from my bank account. Now, I hadn't been keeping up with it, that's on me, but I looked, and the last payment that was taken out was in April. It was for around $128, and then it stopped, and apparently I don't have insurance, and I don't really understand that.
Okay, well, let me just take a look at it.
Okay.
Give me a few minutes while
Yes, ma'am, that's fine. Take your time.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm showing that the last payment was in April. I'm showing, April, May.
Now, I was getting a bill, but I thought, because, this stuff's been a little bit of a mess, I was figuring that would get taken care of because it was for the same amount that was being withdrawn from my account. And I just figured, like the left hand didn't know what the right hand was doing. And then all of a sudden, I look and they stopped. I mean, I have an and I've had that for years where they've been automatically withdrawing it from my banking account. And then all of a sudden they just stopped, and I don't understand what's going on here. And so, like, I owe $209 medical bill.
Okay. I am showing that the policy did term. I'm showing April 30th was the term date. But let me just further look into the account.
Okay.
It looked like somehow it was canceled. But I have to further look and see, when the cancellation date is. I'm showing like May, June, July. Payment was not received. I know you indicated the bank draft. I need to further investigate because your premium amount each month is $127.51.
That's it. Yes, ma'am.
Let me just pull the calculator out.
I switched that policy in December. I've had individual insurance because I'm a chef, and the restaurant that I work for doesn't offer insurance, and so I need some kind of coverage. And I went from a regular individual policy to one of these Affordable Health Care Act policies.
Okay. Give me a few more minutes as I look at the account.
No problem.
I'm not showing any additional money is taken out of the account. And how much is your premium supposed to be, since you indicated that it was a different plan, supposed to be a different plan?
No, that was it. The 120. It switched from the previous plan was like in the upper $100, like $181 last year. And when I switched to this Affordable Health Care Act plan, it went down to the $127.
Okay.
But I'm like looking at the subscriber number, and I mean they're the same.
We would use the way health insurance works. You usually get a 31-day grace period, and since you got the policy off the exchange, they would have extended it to like a 90-day grace. By that indication and payment hasn't been received in policy count, so I just need to see any additional notes on the account to see why cancellation and go from there.
Okay.
Do you mind if I place you on like a 2 or 3 minute hold just by
That'll be
the career
fine.
account?
That'll be fine.
Okay. Thank you. 1 second. Hello, Mr. James.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for being patient and waiting for me. Looking over the account, even though you had a 31-day grace period and it's been 90 days since you got the policy off the exchange, by payment wasn't received 3 months, and that's 90 days, your policy canceled. And at this point, you will have to wait to open enrollment if you chose, to go through Blue Cross.
Right.
In order to get insurance.
Okay, and when will that be?
Open enrollment starts November 15th to...
I'll just wait then because, okay. But I mean, I just don't understand how, this isn't on me because, the payment was getting taken, on a new policy as far as I understood, and I'm not fussing at you or anything. This makes no sense because my policy, the previous policy was, $181. So then it becomes $128. So I obviously had one of these new accounts, that was created, and then all of a sudden it gets canceled. That just makes no sense whatsoever.
Let me look into something else.
It's not the same policy. They wouldn't, because, the last insurance, when they passed the law at the last second, they sent me a bill for that. To keep the previous policy, it was going to be like $212 a month. So I decided to go ahead and switch to the Affordable Health Care Act, and I went to this Blue Cross provider here that's off of Highway 70 here in Hickory, and the guy, went through all the rigmarole to get me signed up for that policy. It took a week to even do that, to get it through that, pitiful computer system that they've created, and then this mess happens. So, I'm going to be without insurance. I hope to God nothing happens,
What we could do, I can give you the marketplace number and you can reach back out to them. And since they gave you a new policy, they might can link back up and then have it as like an exception or something. Because I am pulling up your old policy and I do see when it transferred over.
I'd hate to have to sue this company, if something happens to me, because, this is not on me.
Yes, sir, I definitely understand.
Okay.
You're aggravated, and hopefully we can get it resolved. The best solution right now is to reach out to the marketplace in order to see if the policy can get reinstated or what steps they can do on their end, since they did change your policy.
Because, see, I've had Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance, like, forever, and, like, the previous policy, I did have a period of a few years where I didn't have a Blue Cross Blue Shield policy because of, changing jobs and stuff. But that previous policy, I had it for 10 years. And because, the government's gotten involved and screwed everything up, now I'm without insurance. And that's just wrong.
Yeah, I definitely understand. Not in your shoes.
I want to be I don't want to fuss about it.
No, it's no need to fuss. We're just going to try to resolve the situation. What I'm going to do now is make notation of the account you was calling regarding, see where your insurance stood. I did advise of when it actually canceled. And
see, the left hand didn't know what the right hand was doing, apparently, and I'm paying the price for it.
And then from that point, I'm going to notate the account, and I really, truly advise you to contact the marketplace in order to see if they can somehow get your policy back reinstated, just because of the transferring of the time frame.
Okay.
Do you want that number, sir?
Wait 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
number is 800-318-2596.
Okay.
And I hope things work out for you. You have a good day, and thank you for
Thank
calling
you.
the Cross the Show. No problem,
Bye-bye.
Mr. James.